There's been a lot of buzz lately about a situation that could end up creating a major decision for Pittsburgh. It's the kind of move that could completely change the conversation around the future of the quarterback room, and the more details come out, the more fans seem divided on what the team should do next. Some people see a huge opportunity, others see a risk that just isn't worth taking. Either way, this is a story that deserves a closer look, because the implications could be much bigger than they seem at first glance. Before we get into all the details, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you love Steelers football, and let me know down in the comments. Here we go, or no? I want to see the entire Steelers nation checking in below. One of the most intriguing developments connected to the Pittsburgh Steelers right now revolves around quarterback Brendan Sorsby and the growing discussion about whether Pittsburgh should seriously consider making a move for him in the 2026 NFL supplemental draft. According to the information presented, Sorsby is expected to be one of the most highly regarded players to enter the supplemental draft in years, creating a fascinating situation for a Steelers organization that is still evaluating its long-term plans at the quarterback position. The biggest reason this conversation is gaining momentum comes down to Sorsby's physical profile and the tools he brings to the table. At 6'3" and 235 pounds, he possesses a sturdy frame that immediately stands out. His size is repeatedly highlighted as one of his strongest traits, not only because of how he looks physically, but because it suggests the type of durability teams value when projecting quarterbacks to the professional level. He is described as a player built with the kind of body that can withstand the demands of NFL football, while still maintaining enough athletic ability to create problems for opposing defenses. What makes Sorsby particularly interesting is that his athleticism is not simply tied to running ability. While he is not being compared to the league's most explosive rushing quarterbacks, he is considered mobile enough to punish defenses that fail to account for him as a runner. That combination of size and movement ability gives him another dimension that NFL teams often seek when evaluating developmental quarterbacks. Perhaps the most exciting aspect of his game, however, is his arm talent. The evaluation presented describes a quarterback capable of attacking every level of the field. He possesses the arm strength necessary to fit passes into tight windows, while also displaying creativity as a thrower. His ability to deliver sidearm passes and make throws from unconventional platforms is viewed as one of the traits that separates him from many other prospects. There is even an argument that this creativity occasionally becomes a weakness because he sometimes relies on it too heavily, leading to inconsistency. Still, the underlying talent remains impossible to ignore. Another area where Sorsby reportedly excelled was within the RPO game. His accuracy on short throws is described as a significant strength. The evaluation notes that he consistently completed those quick and efficient passes without leaving easy opportunities on the field. Accuracy in those situations is viewed as one of the elements that helped his overall profile stand out. Yet what may truly elevate his ceiling is something much harder to teach. The report emphasizes his playmaking instincts, specifically his ability to operate outside structure. When plays break down, Sorsby reportedly shows a natural feel for creating opportunities that were not originally designed within the offense. That instinctive ability to improvise is considered one of the defining characteristics of many successful NFL quarterbacks, and it is repeatedly identified as one of Sorsby's biggest strengths. His pocket presence also receives considerable praise. Rather than panicking under pressure, he demonstrates an understanding of when to climb the pocket, when to slide away from pressure, and how to keep plays alive. These subtle traits often separate quarterbacks who merely possess physical tools from those capable of eventually developing into NFL starters. According to the evaluation, these instincts contribute to the belief that Sorsby possesses genuine star potential at the next level. There is even speculation that if he had entered the traditional NFL draft process under different circumstances, he might have been selected much earlier than many people realize. The opinion presented suggests he could have been viewed as a late first-round or early second-round prospect. Furthermore, it is argued that a quarterback with his size, arm talent, and physical characteristics could have fit the type of profile Pittsburgh values when evaluating the position. Despite all of those positives, there are still major concerns that explain why Sorsby remains available through the supplemental process, rather than entering the league under normal circumstances. One of the primary concerns involves his mental development as a quarterback. The evaluation points toward processing speed and overall understanding of defensive structures as areas that remain works in progress. There is concern that he currently relies too heavily on his first read and does not consistently demonstrate the anticipation required to thrive immediately at the professional level. His pocket mechanics are also identified as an area needing refinement. The report suggests that aspects of his footwork inside the pocket remain inconsistent, contributing to the belief that he should be viewed as a developmental prospect rather than someone expected to start right away. The expectation presented is that Sorsby would benefit significantly from spending time learning before taking over an NFL offense. For that reason, the Steelers are viewed as a potentially attractive landing spot. The argument is not based on immediate playing time, but rather on the opportunity for growth. The idea is that a developmental quarterback could spend valuable time improving the technical and mental aspects of his game before eventually competing for a larger role in future seasons. However, an even larger issue hangs over the entire discussion. Sorsby's involvement in a gambling scandal remains a significant factor in his evaluation. The report notes that this situation is essentially the reason he is not playing college football this year. While it is also acknowledged that he completed a gambling rehabilitation program and has taken steps to improve his situation, questions naturally remain regarding decision-making and long-term trust. Those concerns become particularly important when evaluating a player who could potentially be viewed as a future franchise quarterback. At the same time, Pittsburgh must also consider its current quarterback room. The organization has already invested resources in young quarterbacks, including Drew Aller and Will Howard. Adding another developmental quarterback with a potentially expensive supplemental draft bid could create a complicated situation regarding roster construction and future planning. Those factors make the decision far more difficult than simply evaluating Sorsby's talent level. With elite physical traits, intriguing playmaking ability, developmental concerns, off-field questions, and a potentially significant acquisition cost all entering the equation, Brendan Sorsby has become one of the most fascinating quarterback discussions surrounding Pittsburgh right now. The talent is obvious, but so are the risks. And now, the question goes straight to you, Steelers Nation. If the opportunity really appears in the supplemental draft, would you take the gamble on Brendan Sorsby's upside, or would you stay committed to the young quarterbacks already in the building? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I want to know exactly where you stand on this debate. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and turn on notifications so you never miss any Steelers news as soon as it happens. And when you're done, click the video on your screen right now for more exclusive Pittsburgh Steelers coverage. The latest updates, analysis, and breaking developments are waiting for you there, and you'll find them first right here. Here we go, Steelers.